Hello, everybody. This is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. We have a wonderful guest on the show today, our friend Jacobo. Jacobo, say hello to the Raw Life audience.
Hello, everybody. It's wonderful to have you here and to be able to answer any question you have about Moringa.
Jacobo, I'm so excited to have you because it's been several years now since I first heard of the amazing properties of the Moringa plant. And I just could not find a good source to get to my viewers the Moringa. And I recently found you, and you have a wonderful source. First, tell everybody what is Moringa. Tell everybody what it is.
Okay, Moringa is a plant indigenous to South Himalaya or northern India, and it's been spread all over the world to the places where there's a lot of rain and or tropical or subtropical lands of the world. So it's pretty much all over the world now.
Sure. And how did you first hear of it?
About 15 years ago, I was raising cattle, and I found out that it was great for cattle raising, and it would increase about 30% of my yield every day. As an example, if I was getting a gain of 1 kilo a day, I was getting a 1.3 kilos of gain a day because of all the proteins and all the vitamins and minerals. And at the same time, my cattle were getting sick less times. So I used a lot less antibiotics and a lot less vitamins.
Wonderful. Now, so you started. You're in Nicaragua, and you started a farm where you grow this, correct?
Yes, after I had grown about 150 trees, I had a lot of seeds in my farm, and I heard about 4.5 years ago that moringa was great for humans, and I started planting a few hundred trees more, and now we have close to 150,000 trees and over 20 million plants of moringa growing. I grow in two different ways. One as a tree to obtain seeds for propagation and for oil extraction, and the other way is to cut the leaves every 30 days or 45 days and dry them and make powder.
Now, I don't know if people realize this, but I did some research on moringa, and the species that you have, it's called Ophelia, is much more healthier than the other species because those can be, I don't want to say toxic, but they can be overdone. But this Ophelia, you can take as much as you want, and it's just going to benefit the body. Is that correct?
They are all good for the human body, but oleifera, which is the species I grow, is the best known and probably the easiest to grow all over the world.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, tell us. You sent me a whole bunch of pictures, which I'm gonna put some up on the internet here. But tell everybody the process you use because you understand the raw food and the low heat, and tell everybody your process and your facilities, how you make the powder.
Okay, we have our plantation almost right next door to our processing plant. We load a truckload every 15 to 20 minutes, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. We bring it to the factory where it's washed, and then we strip the leaves from the stems and we dry it at less than 110 degrees Fahrenheit and for about an hour or so. Then it's grinded in a stainless steel grinder, and then we pass it through a ozone equipment to make sure that there's no pathogens in the moringa. Ozone is a very powerful product to eliminate all type of pathogens. It's 3,000 times faster than chlorine, and it eliminates as many bacteria as chlorine, but it doesn't have the dangerous effects that chlorine has.
And you're not pasteurizing it in any way. No flash pasteurization or anything like that, right?
None whatsoever, none.
That is just wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, tell everybody that's listening, it's very important that people, especially on a vegetarian diet, get this because it has all the essential fatty acids, all the omega acids, and it also has vitamin B12, if I understand. Is that correct?
Yes, it has all the vitamins from A to K, and it has many of these important minerals for humans. It has all the essential amino acids. It's got omega 3, 6, and 9, and many other nutrients. It's got over 92 nutrients altogether.
Wow, so it's a complete protein. That's just amazing.
Yes, it has about 27% protein. It has 46 antioxidants, which is very powerful, 36 anti-inflammatory agents, and they discovering more and more about moringa as they do more research on it.
And it's actually, I believe it's some of the countries in Africa actually survive on this plant. They literally, that's their main food source.
That's true, and also big organizations like FAO, United Nations, are promoting its use for pregnant and lactating women, and they're also giving it to people that have HIV positive to make sure that they don't die from a minor sickness.
That's just amazing.
They it raises the immune system.
That's just amazing. That's just amazing. So we got the product, the Moringa Delight. We have it on our website now, thanks to you getting it out to me. Now, what's the shelf life of the Moringa powder?
It takes about 2 years. That's it could go a lot longer because of all the antioxidants, but we put 2 years only.
Now, this is truly a superfood. Now, if somebody, for some reason, I take it and it doesn't taste bad at all, but if somebody doesn't want the powder, we also have it in capsule form, correct?
Exactly right. Yes,
Yeah.
and we also make an extract, a kosher, a glycerin, vegetable glycerin extract from the
Oh,
leaves.
oh, wow. So it's like an oil or so.
Yes, it tastes pretty good too.
Wow, that is just great. That's great. Well, thank you so much for telling us about your wonderful product here, and I'm excited to carry this. I think it's a very important thing. I actually have in my own house. I have a moringa tree, and I use the leaves fresh, or sometimes I dry them myself. And I was like, I would love for my friends to be able to get the powder. I just don't. I only have one tree. And when I found you, I had to get in touch with you right away because I'm just so excited I could offer this to people now.
Very good. We are getting at this moment organically certified for the United States, for Canada, and Europe. So our product will be certified within 30 days.
Now, even though you're not certified, it's still organic right now, right?
Oh, yes, it's organic. We only have to go through a process. We had the final inspection yesterday from this organization, and they told us that the paperwork will take 30 days or a little bit less. So we should be certified within by August, by October, definitely.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, thank you so much for what you're doing with this. And everybody get to the site, rawlife.com, and purchase it right now. And thank you. We'll get some questions from people, put them under the video, and then we'll have you come back again to talk more about it, okay?
Thank you, Paul. Nice talking to you. Okay.
Okay.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.